And the broadcast is live.
Okay. Yeah, fine. How are you?
And yourself?
Okay, good. So we did that then.
Great live stream.
Good.
We did it, guys.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Hey, everybody. So, how do you feel about the reverb?
I don't hear it.
You don't hear it?
Say something else.
I don't want to.
Yeah, it's. I mean, on my end, I have a bunch of reverb. You can't hear it. It sounds like.
How about this?
No, I can definitely hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you gear check? God damn it! I gotta make a fucking thing for that.
You're one of these days.
Anyway, so what are you running through? I know you've done kind of an upgrade. That's kind of what I did in like 2021.
Well,
So
yes,
I
I'm
bought
old.
a bunch of
It
new
takes a while.
lights and mics and stuff.
I am using a mixing board now.
Okay. Anything like substantial or just like a little tiny baby mixer?
I mean,
Can you show the class?
it's like 12 tracks of whack.
Oh, that's
It's over there.
not nothing.
It's something. It's a little Behringer board. It do the job. It's got, EQ, which I didn't have access to before, and effects, which I didn't have access to before. I was
Yeah.
just going straight into the DI before, so no, I'm not. Ha.
Okay, well that ends another rousing segment of Gear Check. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for coming to Gear Check.
I wish I did have like a bumper I could roll for like credits. That would be really great.
Just
That'd
at
be
that
cool.
moment, go for
Yeah,
credits.
just like
and
at
we'll
any time. Because I would throw to the credits like every 5 minutes. I feel like. Hey, while I have you here,
Here I am.
I will not rock you like a hurricane.
That sounds like your piano.
How like is that like peaky?
It's peaky if you hit hard. I'm a bit blinded by the peakiness, if you will. Wrapped up like a douche, another runner in the light. What? No. Actually, I'm confused. You asked how I was. I'm confused because I went and I played in that thing I told you about, and it was like 21 different people each played one song, and I played maybe third or fourth to last. And I had a lot of friends in the room. Like I know people, and that was nice. But it was weird because you sit and you wait, and then you play one song. And I hadn't experienced this in a very long time, but I was shaky from the adrenaline afterward. Like I needed a minute because you play one song, you're done.
Yeah, I guess I can see like the merit in that, and like.
Well, it was an inaugural, like, memorial to, somebody who passed over.
That's right. That's
COVID.
right.
So it was, there were other reasons it was weird too, but it was actually like a good time. I had a lot of friends there I hadn't seen in a while, but it was also weird because I'd kind of gotten it in my head that maybe I'm just not going to do stuff for a while. Like maybe I'll just work on, really putting my time into the, Ssnotwasscall. Put the quality time in. No, I just didn't know what I was going to do because it's not like I can move gear or anything.
Right.
Spoiler. But like I can go play if a place has a PA, but I don't know if I want to or how comfortable I am. It's just.
Well, you did this week, right?
I did. I went to like open mics, and I was wildly anxious at each and every situation.
For different reasons or for.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun.
I mean, I think so.
How was the standard one? You had like a normal one that wasn't a memorial service.
Oh, well, I didn't, let's see.
That was Wednesday.
Thursday, actually.
Oh.
There's a great place called a 1020 Space. It's like a collective, one of those kind of granola-y multi-use spaces that, in theory, I think are wonderful, and I get there and I feel horribly out of place. But then I remember that I feel horribly out of place most places, you know. It's hilarious. Every once in a while, to make Joylene laugh, I'll say, "Hey, remember when I didn't think I had anxiety?" And she'll laugh and laugh and laugh. Because it turns out I'm really anxious.
No.
Mm.
I don't know if we've done one of these this month. Have we?
Anxiety check?
No, I never have to do that. I know it's there. Your baseline is what's happening. Your baseline is Woody Allen without the weird fucking your adopted kid thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I don't know if I talked about my journey into the Confederacy.
I don't think you have. We did one. I want to
not?
say we did one a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well, it's the 14th or 15th today, so that would make
Tax day.
sense.
It's not tax day.
Yeah, I mean, no, it's because tax day is Tuesday now.
And it's super.
Inflation used to be the 15th. That's the 18th. What does this world come to?
It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine.
No, but it is the spookiest time of year.
So you went into
Tax season.
You went into the Confederacy.
Oh yeah, so I drove I drove to Richmond. I feel like I've told this before, but you know.
Did you tell it on the VOM?
What are podcasts and live streams for?
Did you tell it on the VOM, which is our first?
No.
At minute 7, we have already referenced the VOM, in case you're wondering when that would happen.
We're gonna get Rob on this. I'm gonna
get Rob on
I'm gonna
this.
force Rob to come on this. I'm gonna trick him.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna paint a tunnel on the side of a cliff,
and he'll run into the
he'll
thing.
run into it.
No, but see, he'll go into the hole, and we won't see him again. He's colorblind, so it won't matter.
That's how that works.
Not gonna
Colorblindness actually has trans-dimensional applications.
I'll see him in June. They're coming here in June, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see him in July. I mean, I see him every week, but I'll see him.
Yeah, you'll see him.
But I'm doing a live from the lair in July.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is it like in the lair?
Well, you know how they got all this shit going on in their house.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I'm assuming by July they will have had that sorted. Like, you know, I assume that by the time they go on tour, which is when you'll see them.
June.
Yeah. That they'll have that, you know, somewhat.
Any truth to the rumor that the July live from the lair is a surprise birthday party for me?
What day is your birthday?
27th.
No, we're 2 weeks out from that. Sorry.
Well, that's unacceptable.
We can do like a sort of shared sort of deal.
Yeah, I've helped out. Sorry, I'm just poking through different kinds of reverb, because why wouldn't you?
You would.
I have helped. Oh, I like that one. Like that one? That one's a little better. You don't care.
Nah.
You have other things on your mind. I have helped on the back end of some live from the lairs and whatnot. With varying degrees of success. I did help Rowan a couple of times when he was live streaming the Tuesday open mic. I was like running comments and whatnot. So I have been of use on occasion. I may have to find a way to pop in to say hello when you do the live from the lair. Although Kristen apparently doesn't care for that, so I don't want to anger her. She's been nice to me so far. I want to keep it that way.
You can always just call, like call me on my cell phone.
We're getting a telegraph.
Late night when you need my love.
Getting a telegraph.
I know how I'm blank. Anyway, talking
just
about
happened?
being in a place where
Did you just Drake?
you don't bling. Yeah. Yep. And now I'm hold on. I gotta go text a 14-year-old about boys. That's something Drake did with the Stranger Things girl.
Ew.
Yeah, it's weird stuff. It's weird stuff.
Ew. It's so bad at this point that it's more confusing when celebrities are interested in age appropriate females. Like everybody loses their mind because Keanu Reeves
That's
is
exactly what I was about to go
yeah.
to. I was like, yeah, Keanu Reeves has like
He's a fucking American hero. Canadian hero? American
girlfriend,
hero.
and I
Yeah.
think he's American.
And he's age appropriate.
Yeah.
And Hugh Jackman too.
Well, Hugh Jackman's been married for 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he stayed married because sometimes it works out that way. You don't get a lot of them like Kevin Bacon and Kara Sedgwick have been together forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes I wonder if that's a
Beardy.
yeah, Jado Will sort of deal where it's just like
something
a
open.
political marriage.
No, they seem pretty into each other.
They do. But I mean, they're actors, so yeah.
So of course they
I
can act
love
like they were into each other.
I love Kevin Bacon's appearance in the Guardians thing.
That was great. That's easily the best music he's ever played. Because he's kind of.
I don't care for any of these celebrities doing, like a Johnny Depp or
it's confusing
even
when
a
they're
Steve Martin.
good and or successful at music.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out who is the best, not best, but most successful, by whatever metric you want to use, crossover in disciplines star as far
Donald
as like
Glover.
And that's our live stream.
Yeah, it's Donald Glover.
No, yeah. Because before that, like the most successful as far as record sales is probably Jennifer Lopez. But does she count as a movie star now?
Yeah. I mean, was she really ever like? I mean, she was a star and she was in movies, but she was only in those movies because she was like one of the biggest pop stars in the world.
But I wonder because she wasn't she was an actor, and then she had this music career that wildly eclipsed her acting career. The other one, the only other one that's really in the running is Jared Leto.
I was thinking him too, but I don't think
he's terrible. He's terrible
at both.
He is.
He's okay at acting.
He's a cipher, as most actors are. But the best thing he ever did was Jordan Catalano because all he had to do was look dreamy.
I don't know. Is that Requiem for a Dream?
No, I've never seen that. That's My So-Called Life.
Oh, that's in my queue.
Oh, it's worth your time, and it's
I've
only
been told.
one
season.
one.
Yeah.
One season. One and done season. I did watch all 3 seasons of Party Down. I was very pleased. Spoiler free, very pleased with the 3rd season. Not too many callbacks. There's a fine line in serving your fan base of the original thing, but also you still have to make fucking something other than just referencing what you did.
Yeah, unless you're Marvel. Then
they've gotten really.
Then you can just do that, and that's your whole thing. And like, hey, remember? Or they'll be like, hey, do you recognize this from comics? Well, it's coming. It's not right now, but something cool is coming later. It's like really every movie has been Iron Man 2, where it's just like, ooh, here comes the Avengers. You ready for Avengers?
There were things I enjoyed about Iron Man 2. Let's say it was better than I remembered it being. Like, I enjoyed the whole Whiplash thing. And
it's the worst Iron Man movie, though.
And Sam Rockwell.
He's so good. That's like...
I want him back.
Like,
I want him back.
Well,
I want him back.
I would be shocked if he's not in Armor Wars and
I bet you.
Ironheart.
I bet you in
and
one draft he was
Thunderbolts.
MODOK. I bet you in one draft he was MODOK.
He can still be MODOK.
He can be so many things.
The thing about this multiverse shit is, and the reason I'm not, and we're gonna get to my Confederacy story within the next hour and a half.
I believe. And I believe in you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay. Multiverse.
Oh no, we're just getting our ASMR takes in. Okay, good.
Actually, I'm doing more my gerbil thing.
It's all ASMR, baby. Okay.
Is there an ass-eating version of that?
Again, it's all ASMR. Like all ASMR
ASMR.
ASSMR.
ASMR.
Yeah, yes, and
Yes.
MR.
Yes.
Anyway, they can reboot any
Queen
character at all because it's the multiverse, so they can just be
which
like,
also
oh, it's
loses.
they can just pivot like so. Jonathan Majors is in some hot water. Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Domestic abuse stuff.
Yeah.
So that's fun. We can't have nice things, I guess, because I really liked him.
He's really good. He was one of the only good things about Ant-Man.
Yeah, no,
He felt like he thought he was in a much better movie than he was.
yeah, and I think,
And I say that with respect to his skill.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. So like, but they can just be like, oh, but since something changed, or since this rift opened and the Fantastic Four came through at this time, that changed the whole Richards bloodline, and so now,
Yeah.
what's his name?
The one that's bugging me considerably more than the Marvel stuff, because I think in a way I'm just waiting for the, like,
Ezra Miller.
Well, obviously, yeah. He's going to come into Marvel. That person will come into Marvel. No, the Marvels trailer was a delight. That looks like fun. Because you liked Ms. Marvel, right?
Yeah, it was one of the highlights of Phase 4. Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer yet for the Marvels?
Yeah, I've watched it like 3 times as soon as it came out. Yeah.
Tried to come up with extra things to criticize, or did you actually enjoy it?
No, I was looking forward to this.
Good.
Yeah,
and it can be hard to tell. You're not making eye contact, So.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're doing this wrong.
I don't know who is that.
I didn't say to stop.
Who is that? Who's there?
I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, there you
to
are.
answer those questions.
No, yeah, I liked it.
I liked it very much.
Yeah.
And Kamala Khan, the girl they have playing her, is wonderful.
Yep.
It just apparently people have a lot of anger with Brie Larson. I don't know what it is.
Oh, well, she's a woman.
Yes.
Well, good night, everybody, and then roll the credits. I mean, it would be so good. Come on.
Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's just it's the Gamergate cascade that started in 2014, and
And there was a whole like news post about like a freeze frame shot from that trailer, which is apparently because she has a navel and it's visible because that's how people are born. It's very confusing.
But Chris Hemsworth's tits are out in every single one of the movies he's in. I think Infinity War is the only time he didn't take his shirt all the way off.
I mean, that feels like equal time, to be fair.
I think that we get man tits more than we get midriff from women. These Marvel movies are so non-sexual.
They really put a lot of effort into these movies. The more I watch them, the more carefully curated they appear.
They are so like they have manufactured anti-horniness.
They
Like they're
really
not
do.
allowed to be horny. The horniest I think any of these movies got was in Captain
First Captain
America, the
America.
first Captain America, where the
Mm-hmm.
stuff with Peggy Carter and the high five.
Yeah. Well, that was actually the touching of the man boob in the Peggy
Oh
Carter man
yeah,
boob
no,
touching.
that was horny. Like the stuff between Peggy and Steve, that was some horny stuff.
I think
And then
a
we get a nice Natalie Dormer, and Jenna Coleman cameos for our Game of Thrones and Doctor Who fans. Clara's in the movie. She's
she is.
when Bucky tries to take Steve on a date to the World's Fair or Stark Expo
they're
or
in there?
whatever. Yeah, she's one of the dates that Bucky brings, and Steve is like, I want to go try to join the army, and Stanley Tucci's like, I am doing a German accent.
Yeah.
I am Stanley Tucci.
They got tooched.
Got the touch.
Tooch
You
too
got
much.
the touch.
You got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, you'll sing a Stan Bush song with an accent. Oh yeah, I'm there with you.
Oh
I
yeah.
found that song genuinely stirring.
Was it written for that movie?
You know, you're asking a good question that I can't answer.
Yeah,
I thought the fact that I pulled exactly what you're referencing and knew the artist who did it was enough for you. God damn it.
I've never seen that movie. And
Really?
I've never heard the
Ooh.
full extent of the song. I pretty much
It's,
just know it as a cultural reference.
Also, fun fact, Orson Welles' final film appearance, albeit his voice.
Was it like audio footage of
No, he did a
that
voice.
that
He did the
commercial he
voice.
did for wine?
No,
And where he was
sir.
where like
No wine before it's time. No. But no, he does the voice of like the planet. He's a voice in it. I want to say Eric Idle does a voice role in it as well, but that is Orson Welles' his final film role. That's a true thing.
in we're talking about Bougie Nights?
No, Transformers the movie.
Oh. Wait,
Yeah.
what? That's from that movie?
The Touch, yeah.
Oh,
Stan Bush.
because
Did they use it in
I'm pretty sure that
Bougie
what's his dick sings it in Bougie Nights. Marky
Uh,
Mark.
the fun thing, when they go in to try to make their album in the 80s, the recording engineer played by Michael Penn.
Yeah, man, that's of import.
I mean, it is if you're yes-anding in any fashion whatsoever.
Yes, and who is that?
The singer-songwriter Michael Penn, older brother to Sean and Christopher Penn, the actors.
I didn't know Sean Penn had any siblings.
Well, Chris Penn passed. Rest in peace.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. And Michael Penn, he wrote No Myth. He's married to Amy Mann now.
Oh.
He scores films, including Boogie Nights. Great singer-songwriter. This could be a generational thing, but well worth your time. I don't think you actually listen to the music I ever send you, but
I have.
have you though?
Yeah, not every
you
time, because sometimes I'm in the middle of shit. Oh, like I'm at an open mic. Can't
Or
really
specifically
pull
in the middle of not wanting to listen to the
up a
thing.
YouTube video. Well, I don't know, just these links, and like it never you never tell me what it is. It's just like, here's a mystery link.
It's
Good
not
luck.
a mystery link. I say, hey, no, I reference. It's like, hey, we talked about this thing. Here's the record that I mentioned.
Sometimes it just be like, boop, boop.
Here's some malware. What do you think I'm gonna send you?
I don't know, man.
Look, I know you've been hurt before,
fear
and
of
I
the
plan on
unknown.
hurting you as well, but not
Yes.
through links.
Oh, okay. Not through that kind of links. Maybe like some sausage links.
Sausage. So, Confederacy.
Yeah. So the drive down to Richmond from where I live, from the undisclosed location,
Silver Spring.
in which, God damn it.
Silver Spring. Hey, everybody.
Which Silver Spring?
Silver Spring, Maryland.
Silver Spring, Pennsylvania. Fuck.
Maryland.
Fuck.
You can find him on Tuesdays. Tacoma Spark in Tacoma Park. I'm sorry, Sparkoma Park.
Sparkoma Tark.
Yes.
Yes.
Sarcoma? No.
So say we all.
Sarcoma. It's spreading.
Oh boy.
Hey, you started it.
No. I didn't
Wednesdays
start.
and Thursdays in the same parking lot. Two different L's.
On Flower Avenue.
El Salto and El Gringo.
And El Gremlins. Yep. El Gremlin.
Don't play music there after midnight. I get
Nope.
it.
But it's always wet. So the Confederacy.
Confederacy.
It's supposed to take 2.5 hours.
Is that what you call your junk? Because it shall rise again.
Credits.
Okay.
It's supposed to take 2.5 hours to drive there. It took 4.5 hours to drive there.
So you're
That
doing
sucked.
it right.
But the main standout thing, again, that was a big fuck off. I'm never going back to Richmond unless I'm paid an exorbitant amount of money. As far as what I usually get paid to do what I do, which is to say enough for round trip gas and maybe a stop
Round
at,
trip gasoline, people.
and maybe a stop at Bob Evans. Anyway,
so
the place,
not just a stop at a convenience store to get a snack item, but you're saying
no,
a sit down.
a sit down chain restaurant. Yeah,
Goodness, 18% tip.
20. Yeah,
I guess that'll do. Yeah, even better.
yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway, so I did not make that enough money for that. But the weirdest thing was that it was in near a college. I don't know what fucking college it was.
Did you get learned?
I don't really care. No, but the place that I was playing was hold on, just gonna pause to get all the sounds in. A little more. A little more. Okay. The place we were playing was populated with college people that went to college,
Okay.
and I know I'm like my
Yeah, you
back.
are.
My back is fucked. You know,
Your
and
neck,
it's-
your back,
my pussy and my crack, they're all aching.
aching for what?
Been gay. Tiger balm. What do I mean by those things? I mean unguents and creams. Because it's painful. My bones hurt.
I'm sorry. Well, you're in good company. I like that the fact that you used the term unguents makes me unaccountably happy.
Well, I live to serve, and I sieve to lerve. Anyway, I
Went to the Confederacy.
I
Thought they made
didn't
some good
know
points.
how odd it would feel to interact or just to be around that many young little babies. Like, just they're babies. They're little baby people.
It's amazing how quickly you get that distance. Like it
It
doesn't
is
take
like
long at all.
it is a different. They exist on a different plane.
Oh yeah, and they don't know.
They have no idea.
They don't know what's coming.
I think the youth of today maybe has a better idea than I
Yeah.
did
Well, the fact
because
that the world's over. So
because the world ended in like 2014.
that is true. I'm going through different effects. How's it going while we talk?
I mean,
Good. Do you like
I can
it?
barely tell. Like,
How about now? No.
yeah, the decay on my reverb.
How about now?
Exactly. So I can tell a difference
Now?
there, sort of.
Is there anything there now?
Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Don't stop talking.
Yeah.
Never stop. Never stopping.
Have you seen that?
I tried to watch it, and I didn't enjoy it, so I stopped.
Oh.
Even though
I mean, you're wrong, but I understand.
I have enjoyed things that they've done from time to time, but not that particular thing.
Did you see Hot Rod? Hot
No.
Rod?
I did not.
I think MacGruber is one of theirs too.
Ooh, I was not entertained.
Yeah.
It had a weird, like, gay panic thing in the first 5 minutes. I'm like, Yeah. We've established how you feel about those things, but the rest of us are a little, a little more enlightened, if you will.
I'm just saying that
Enlightened.
I think we should, take it back to the time when I was younger and didn't have to worry about as many things, and therefore
Yeah.
things were simpler, and therefore things were better, and so we should just
bet.
make it that.
Ooh. How do we feel about this one?
Yeah, no, it's all ridiculous. You're just being a silly boy.
Yes.
Okay, well,
You're not wrong.
oatmeal maybe.
Oatmeal. Oatmeal.
Yeah.
Why oatmeal?
I don't know. I feel like maybe having a breakfast food.
Oh, I thought you might be discussing a poison ivy, like, cure or treatment.
Well, isn't the cure to poison ivy like
Death.
a swift hand of justice? You know?
Just like,
The
apparently
firm.
it's Harley Quinn.
Oh, well,
Just toss her in
that's
there.
actually true. Her weakness is definitely Harley Quinn. That is canon in multiple
Yep.
universes.
It's a true thing.
Yeah. That show's very good. I know you said you tried to watch it and blah, blah, blah,
although I
blah.
will say I did watch it and it kind of ties in. Have you ever watched Single Drunk Female?
No.
It's a very good show. Second season just came out. Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
But Funches shows up for a nice little one and done.
The King Shark himself.
I'm a big fan of Funches. He just brightens everything with which he is involved. He plays a very Funches-like HR person in an office. It's very entertaining.
He was in something else I just watched. I don't know. I'm watching too much shit.
Are you? Too much shit as in too much product, or too much shit as in too many bad things?
No, just too much stuff. There's just
Are you not
a
retaining
lot.
it, or
I am
How do you mean by
mostly,
too much?
but it's just like there's.
I need more information.
I'm trying to give it to you. Just
Yeah, but you're not, and obviously
you're
I need to
interrupting
keep
me.
doing this so that you can't answer. So you
If
can't answer
I-
the question.
if I talk louder and slower. Oh, gotcha. I watched this show called Shrinking with
Ooh, I heard good things.
yeah,
True?
with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
Harrison
man,
Ford on television.
they got Harrison Ford on a TV show. That's fucking cool.
And
it's great.
speaking of which, seen the trailer for the Indiana Jones? Care at all?
I haven't seen the they put out one like the other day, and I'm not watching that one because I saw the teaser and I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, once you know you want to see something, like I almost didn't watch the full trailer for Spider-Verse because I already knew I wanted to see it.
Oh yeah, I haven't. I haven't watched anything since like they changed the date
Yeah,
and then they
that was
released the
angering.
full trailer.
They did it by like a year. I'm like, you
Yeah.
motherfuckers, you could have just let me see this already.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be out at the end of last year.
Yeah, I could have already seen it.
Yeah, we could own it theoretically. If it came out at the end
Could.
of last year, it would
We
be
could
out
have
on
been
digital
tired
by
of
now.
it by now.
Yeah, it could be
Although I don't know
played
how
out.
that's possible because I can't tell you how many times I've watched the first one and it is as good of a superhero movie as I've ever seen.
I think it is up there for best superhero movie. I think
I will say it looks like somehow they may have improved the animation.
I can see that. I mean, it's like, I mean, it won all the awards.
It did, and rightfully so. And
I think
it
so.
shows you can make a great Spider-Man movie without any of that other shit.
Funerals.
Verzerals?
Funerals. Most of the Spider-Man movies have funerals in them, or at least a
Interesting.
visit to a cemetery after someone has died in the movie.
Your pronouncement on it that it's like it doesn't need a third watch has kept me from watching it. Like I had stars for a hot minute, and I'm like, no.
Watch maybe. I mean,
Well, they
I
did
don't
the
know.
weird
Maybe
cut
like
where
watch
they
it
put-
when the Daredevil show comes out, or like I don't know. I think it's best to not have the returns diminish. If you
Yeah,
don't
I
return,
don't-
they can't diminish.
It's all. I find that some films have a much better half-life than others.
Yeah.
Like I know you don't care for some of the earlier films, but the first two Avengers movies I find very useful for rewatches. Just there's a thing. I like that thing.
Well, I've seen them both a lot.
That's fair.
Like a lot.
How much really holds up to true unending scrutiny though?
Well, no, but like it's like how I feel about the way I feel about Avengers Age of Ultron versus
Anger.
Avengers 1. No, not even. It doesn't even inspire that in me, honestly.
Well, Avengers 1 is a much better movie. Like
It's
it
the
is
same movie.
really-
They're the same movie. It's the same movie twice.
You think?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Like almost fucking beat for beat. It's the same fucking movie.
No.
The villain, the way the villain shows up is a little different.
I will say that
But,
some
like,
of their when you look at their movies from like pulled back, like you pull the camera back enough, they really get a good idea and a setup, and then they can't let that shit go.
Well, I mean, it was just like let's compare them. So
no.
okay,
So you
Well,
went
then
to the
you're right.
Confederacy.
I finished with that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, there were
Well-
young people. It wasn't supposed to be a long drawn out
That
story.
was the story.
It wasn't a story. It was an anecdote.
There were people.
that was
Anecdote means story.
it was like an aside, a topical sort of diversion, because you were talking about being uncomfortable in situations, and I was like, here's a situation I was uncomfortable in.
Oh, you were uncomfortable around the young people?
That's it. That was the
I
whole
had one
thing.
like that. Have you ever heard? There's a college here called Gannon University, and they have the Gannon Knights Club, which is the student union, clubble area. And for a while there, a friend was booking music there, and it paid all right, and you got some food, but it's technically for college students, so there's no booze. Strike one. But we get there, we're set up. Let's say we're supposed to play at 9 o'clock. 8:57, it's a ghost town. 8:59, it is full of talking, laughing, yelling college students who want nothing to do with music, because what turns out is at 9 o'clock on these nights when they have music booked, they feed them for free. They sling food and sodas to these children. And never have I ever been in a room where there was less interest in what we were doing than these things. I've done it like 2 or 3 times. Money was all right. I was glad to do it. A buddy did it with me. But those are the kinds of shows where you just go, why play music ever? Why do this thing?
That's the opposite of what I got. The money was shit, but everybody...
I didn't say the money was great. It was like fine.
For my troubles, $50 is not worth 9 hours on the road total.
Oh no, this was 25 minutes from my house, and
yeah, but
I
these
wanna
people
say-
listened to what I like.
they listened.
Like, it was the most attentive room I've played that wasn't Rob's Tacoma Park open mic.
Okay. Then why are you angry? Because they listened to you?
I'm
Because
not
they
angry.
heard your bullshit?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I forgot that I
You forgot that you had bullshit?
forgot that I prefaced this with, you know what really makes me angry? I must have
Nothing
missed
worse
that.
than people paying attention.
Yeah. I forgot that
I
my
thought you
setup.
did want people to pay attention.
Yeah, no, guy. I'm saying this
And
is
then
a
you
fucking
get,
good
no,
thing.
guy. Guy?
Yeah, guy. Yeah.
Guy?
Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, pal. Yeah, friend.
Aw.
Yeah, sir.
Thanks. See, I will extract friend from that. Like, oh, that was a good exchange.
Regardless of the context or
you are
the
not you don't know
tone.
what I'm capable of. I managed to extract the compliment from, you'd be so attractive if you didn't speak. I like attractive, huh?
Yeah.
You know it.
I've had similar things said to me, and I did.
How'd you feel about it?
I was kind of flattered because she was super
Yeah.
hot. So it's
I
like,
know.
Oh, all right, cool.
If someone attractive speaks to you and one of the words in what they said could be, extracted and buffed off and taken as a compliment, you take it.
So
you
how many
appreciate it.
fucking settings are there?
99.
Okay. And a pitch ain't one. Okay.
Get out of my head, god damn it.
Good night, everybody.
Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. And Tom Bosley is,
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
get to know me.
Robert Downey Jr.
Anthony Michael Hall.
Edward Murphams.
And your host, Whitney Brown.
John Robert Hinckley.
Wow. You betcha. Excuse me.
He could have
don't
been
take
one of the
that.
great heroes of a generation, but he had to fucking miss. Wow. He's the Reagan guy, right?
Yes. John
Okay,
Hinckley is.
good. Because
You were worried. It's like, wait, did he shoot
Am I
Lennon?
saying Mark David Chapman? Because he didn't miss, and that is a bummer.
Hey, if you come at the king, don't miss.
Yeah, Jesus. It's like,
gotcha.
if only they were reversed.
So, speaking of reversed, you decided that you couldn't be arsed to listen to something I sent you.
Yeah, but then I did listen to it, and I told you
No,
what
you
I
didn't.
thought.
No, you didn't. You lied to me.
Okay.
You lied to me through song. Wait,
This
so
is
you
just
did
where
listen?
Chris just makes fucking shit up, and I guess we go along with it. Is this what
Is
improv
it,
is
though?
now?
Is it?
yes, and
Is it? Is it?
fucking
Is it?
what is
I don't
reality?
see a banner.
Time is a
I
flat
don't
circle.
see a banner.
I'm not doing that. It's a lot of work.
Yes, you are. So,
You finish it?
finished the song.
Okay.
I don't feel like playing it at volume because I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm going to play it for you and all our many adoring fan. Whoever
the Russian bot who keeps popping in maybe to say a racial slur, which is what happened when Xander and I were doing our thing.
Really?
Oh yeah, man. Engagement. Most of it was in Cyrillic, but the only time they were using like real people letters was when they were misspelling a racial slur. It's like, dude, just like
it's a poorly racist Russian bot.
Speaking of, here we have musical guest Chris Eric.
I will have you know I'm not Russian. Is that coming through more or less as a guitar?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So here's a song. Normally I'd say go away and do the things you have to do, but I'm playing it specifically so that you can hear it. So don't go away.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Heck, you could. Can you keep us in a 2-shot? Could a 2-shot happen
Here,
for this?
I'll do this.
Because I want to see. Yeah, even better.
Let's go.
I want to see. Oh no, less so.
Oh really?
Yeah.
This is what you want?
Or if you just go. Obviously, but if
Well.
What about the one from before where it's just the two of us? Yes, we can make it if we try.
Well,
good night, everybody. Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. You're gonna make that happen. Shampoo of Love.
Yes. And
Okay. So, for context for future generations, I know my rest in piss. I know one day my children are going to. Well, don't lie to myself. One of my children is going to be very curious about my internet footprint down the line, and will find things like this. To which I say, "I'm sorry, kid. You're doing good hair things, though. Got kind of a Glenn Danzig kind of Deathlock thing going there, Devil's Lock thing. You're doing good things." So here's a song. Oh, how could I expect you to care when half the time it seems like there's no one there, and anyone with half a lick of sense would be elsewhere. Oh, how could I expect you to care? Oh, how could I expect you to see when I never had a way to tell you by degree that I only ever wanted to never be set free? Oh, how could I expect you to see this old house we played too many times? On and on it still goes, no matter the damage, calls to move on. The beat goes on, the beat goes on. Oh, how could I expect you to care when half again as much as they're nearly there, and pushing down the fear and reaching out gets you nowhere? Oh, how could I expect you to care? Ta-da.
Ooh, sorry, I didn't listen to it.
Good thing you can go back and listen. No, wait, actually, that part didn't record.
Yeah, yeah. No, I like it. You threw another verse on there?
I did. I threw another verse on there.
Yeah.
Put an ending to it.
Yeah. It's good.
But
I like it.
thanks. I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I was watching that Isbell documentary, and that started going through my head. I'm like, oh, fuck. This is why I can't watch too many things about Jason Isbell. Because I just started writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I had a dry spell 2013 to 2014.
I hear you, brother.
Heyo. I'm in more ways than one. Except that the other kind of dry spell lasted much longer than my writing dry spell.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's so 13 to 14 I didn't write anything, and then that was around the time I started listening to Jason Isbell, because Southeastern came out in 2013, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's stellar, like, and that was like the first album he made after he sobered up, and
Yeah.
and him
It's
and
amazing what
Amanda
he can
Shires
do
got
with-
together. Yeah.
Don't care for her.
I like what she does with his stuff.
That thing that you said.
Yeah. Like,
I put.
you know.
It's funny. I put the documentary on, and like in the first 5-10 minutes, it gets a little heavy for a minute, and she says some stuff, and Joylene's like, "Wow, she's a lot." I'm like, "Whoa." She was like done with her from jump. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Anyway, so I was like, well, if I can't write a me song, maybe I'll write like a Jason Isbell song. And then the first song I wrote, I mean, I wrote a song about how hospitals are lame.
Is that your James Bond song? That's very confusing. I wouldn't have taken that away from it.
The hospitals are lame song.
Yeah.
No, but I guess I could see how you'd get that through the subtext. I left a lot. I left a lot of room,
That's
you know,
room
for the
interpretation.
imagination to
Sure.
to kind of feel around in the dark. It's not that kind of show, kids.
Yeah, it is.
No, but I ended up writing a song called "Chasing Sunsets," which is like one of, I think, the best songs I've ever written. Just like structurally, and
Do I know
like,
it?
I don't know. I would. I guess I could play it on the piano.
Can you give me just a little bit of it? I mean, if you want to play the song, I won't stop you. But if you want to just give me some context for it, just to see if it's something I knew.
It's a country song. It's a slow country song. I played it with Kristen.
Does it involve a looper?
No.
Then I'm less interested. Did I mention I got a looper? I don't know how to use it, but I have it. It has things on it. It says different things, and I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but I
It
have
has
it.
more buttons than mine. Mine is
There's
just a
two.
boss one with the big fat pedal.
I should have just gotten the Ditto pedal because it has a button.
Yeah, yeah.
I should have.
There's
done
also
that.
this. There's also like a little tiny one, like about this big, about yay big. I don't know. The someone who comes to one of my open mics uses that little guy, and
I should have done that
Works
because I
for
was
her.
looking at it. I was thinking about like putting it in my pedal board like
Yeah, you
tonight
were.
and like 20 minutes beforehand, like trying to work something out with it. And I'm like, I don't know what any of those things mean. I just
well, like I told you, I got the pedal. I want to say in like 2012, and I didn't start using it like out and about for real till like 2019, and then
Yeah.
you know, something happened in 2020. I don't know.
I don't know. I see the benefit of being able to pad things out with it. You know,
man.
like take time. It is late. Do you want to wrap soon?
Yo, my name is Hamilton, and I'm here to say I am an elitist in a major way.
So you've never actually seen the show. You've just seen like bootleg videos of it.
I mean,
like, off
I
to the
saw
side.
the cam version of
The shaky cam.
It
The
wasn't
full
shaky.
Sam Raimi. The full
just-
Sam Raimi.
I did just watch Multiverse of Madness again.
And
It's good, man. It's very
wait,
fun.
no, you like it now?
I liked it before. I thought
No,
it
you
was the
didn't. No,
okay. This is the Chris.
no,
This is
no,
Chris uses his Scarlet
no,
Witch powers again.
no. It's not.
Where he
No, it's
yeah, okay. This
not.
is the Gaslight District. Um,
Hey,
yeah.
you know I
No,
have
it's
that
it was
running.
the best. It was the best one of those movies that came out.
You mean the post Endgame? What the fuck are we doing now? I can't believe they keep letting us make these fucking movies. Movies.
I meant of last year, but um, yeah, I think the Spider-Man with Jake Gyllenhaal is really good. I think that's my favorite Spider-Man movie, live action Spider-Man movie. Spider-Verse is one of the best comic book movies ever, one of the best superhero movies ever.
Yeah,
Well, let's see. Let's go through them. I liked Black Widow. People gave it a lot of shit because it came out
it's eh.
way too late. Look,
No,
man, it's if it came out like when it should have come out, like in between Civil War and Infinity War, nobody would have batted an eye.
You
It
think
would
it
have
would have
fit right in.
sat kind of like Captain Marvel did?
Yeah, well, exactly. I think Captain Marvel was like a great Phase 2 movie.
I
You
really
know,
liked
like
Captain Marvel.
it would have
gets-
fit in. It would have fit in with a Doctor Strange or an Ant-Man. Like it would have
There were
slotted
things
in
I
right
just didn't love
there.
about it, but they did give us, Black Widow 2.0, which I'm here for.
Oh,
Totally.
Yelena? Oh, absolutely.
God,
yeah.
yeah.
Florence Gun Noise will never
Pew pew.
pew 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 pew. And she broke up with old Dad Braff. I mean Zach Dad. I mean
That's true.
Yeah.
So you have a shot, is what I'm hearing.
I do not want to date.
Could you ever date a
and-
girl with a
and
pierced septum, though?
I want to say I have. But I
Like,
have not.
ever dated anyone with a secondary or tertiary piercing?
Yeah, I have. That's why there was a lip situation,
Never did
but
that.
not a septum. Not a
But
septum
granted,
deal.
I haven't dated since the 90s. You're welcome, women. But so
Me too.
it's so much sadder for you.
I was a boy gigolo.
You're a boygalo.
Boygalo. Jigga boy.
Nope,
G-
not.
gig-
I'm not gonna say it. Nope.
Oh yeah, no, that's bordering on something else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then
Pass.
there's Breakin' 2.
Electric gigolo. I would.
You betcha. American.
I would watch that if Rob Schneider.
Hello, company. Hi.
I'm just gonna grab something.
Oh. See, look.
She
hi to
does.
Jules.
She does exist.
She does exist. He said you do exist.
I do.
I knew you existed.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
Don't, you can't, you got
It's okay. Nobody's watching.
But what about our Russian bot? Our Russian bot's gonna know.
They'll drop in to say some slurs, and then they can get a 2 for
And
here.
you'll be in mid slur going, "Hey, I was gonna say that. Quit it."
stealing
which-
my thunder.
She's still here. Hi. Oh, and bye. Thank you for the flames. Good night.
It's our second guest.
Yeah. You were our second guest.
She cares.
She really cares.
She really cares.
Yeah, the children show up more often on live streams than she does.
This is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there an appearance recently from one of your younglings? I feel
It
like
does
there
ha-
was an
But what
incursion.
of the younglings? We're going way back. You know, the overabundance of Easter eggs in Marvel stuff. What's really bugging me is the Star Wars one. Like, look, here's a reference to this and a reference to this, and you're
Oh,
not even
yeah.
gonna understand this shit if you haven't watched Rebels. And what about this?
Oh yeah, man.
over here.
I'm just in it for the pew pews.
I like the pew pews. I have the
At this
children bought
point.
me a shirt that is, it is in the Star Wars font, and it says pew pew, pew pew pew, pew 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 pew, and that's why I'm here.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Like-
that's why I watch Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And
When
that's
they
I feel
showed-
like why Book of Boba Fett was underwhelming.
Started
for the
off
most
well.
part.
It was good. It was
The
good in the
stuff
beginning.
with the Tusken Raiders, I think, was very interesting.
Yeah, I was disappointed in them for just going, and now they're dead.
And then that one episode of The Mandalorian that they threw in there was really good.
I will say in this season of The Mandalorian, where they had the big Mandalorians fights, and the one who makes everything,
Yeah.
who has like the hammer and the other thing,
Yeah.
who just came up and just like wreaked holy hell,
Yeah.
and like rained vengeance upon them with their just like a fucking hammer and like the pincer thing, and I was like, ugh! I was so happy about that. Like I can't tell you, like that just there was like that one, and there've been like a couple of fight scenes in that are so much more fun than anything else. Like are you caught up on The Mandalorian?
Yep.
The fucking droids going rogue. I could have watched like a 40-minute supercut of just them doing more and more heinous shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really enjoyable.
Yeah. I feel like they touch on a lot of stuff, but then it's kind of like they burn a lot of ideas by just blowing through them. Like the robot, the droid sort of uprising idea is very interesting, and they touched on it in Solo,
Yeah.
like how they're slaves, and like
Yeah,
slavery's outlawed in the Republic,
But they
except
give
for
them
droids.
personalities and, consciousness. But then they conscript them. And
Yeah.
it is weird. And I mean there'll be moments that I'm okay with, like the protocol droid that's talking to Carl Weathers' character is modeled after the original like concept artwork for C-3PO and R2-D2.
Yeah.
And that's like cute. But you don't spend like 20 minutes pointing at it,
No. I mean, you could miss it. You
You
could
can
miss
take it
that
or leave it.
character.
It doesn't
Right.
matter. It's just a thing there. But it feels like there are things that happen that if you don't have that deep knowledge, like I was explaining to the kids about Admiral Thrawn because I'm aware, of like, okay, this guy named Timothy Zahn. He wrote these novels. It's the extended universe. It doesn't count. It's legends now. It doesn't count as a thing. It's not canon. But they're pulling little bits that they like from it. And I never made it through those books. I think I made it 30 pages into one of them. I loves me Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
pew.
have that kind of patience for it.
Yeah, I understand that Star Wars fans are the most vocal about their hate for Star Wars. See The Last Jedi and everything that's followed The Last Jedi.
I liked The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi is the best of the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah. Well, the first one was
The first one again.
which
is
first
great.
one was like all three of them. Like they
Yes,
did like
yes,
a bunch
yes.
of shit.
No, yeah, absolutely. They did. Yes, they do all
Yeah.
three of them. They do all three of them.
And the Rey character never had a chance.
Oh
Never had a
no,
chance.
because of the culture that I talked about with the
yeah.
Captain Marvel and the reason Black Widow didn't get a movie until
Well, you speak from experience and your personal feeling.
right. I hate women,
Yeah.
and they shouldn't. Equality for women is actually bigotry, because then you're saying that women are better than men. This is like the argument that these fucking men's rights guys
Clip
have.
it. Wait, no. Clip it back just enough to make it sound like you.
Oh
agree
yeah,
with
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. That I
well,
wasn't doing a satire and yeah.
No, I believe you. Sure. Yeah. No, but
No, but Last Jedi.
Mandalorian, like the first season of The Mandalorian for a while, got something that all the other stuff hadn't gotten, which was this is a big, beautiful universe
Right.
of really neat looking, shiny, dirty things that
And
you
you
could tell
can just-
great stories with.
and you can go into little nooks and crannies.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I don't really care about what's happening with the Mandalorian, like I understand this is now by the third or fourth episode. We hold on. Let's do this for all of our viewer.
Spurlers.
Yeah, Spurlums.
The thing that bugged me is like I thought they did the IG-88/IG-11 thing, where with the whole
Yeah, mech.
Yeah,
It's basically a mech for Grogu.
the sacrifice thing in like the first.
Oh,
season,
in the first season, at the end of the first
just
season.
like the I have spoken, like they brought that race back. I was actually surprisingly okay with that.
Yeah.
But the IG-11 thing, I would have liked it better personally if they did we're going to try to bring it back, but the only problem is its original programming is it was supposed to kill you. I actually thought that was really funny. It's like, bring it back. Shit, don't bring it back.
Right.
Like I was on board with that, but when they hollowed it out,
Yeah.
and just like fucking like killed it and just, did the thing where he could go, yes, no.
I liked Grogu walking around.
I was entertained
in
but
the body, doing like basically coming with excitement. That's just what I saw it as. Yes. But
no, yes.
I thought we were gonna get like a return of Taika, but he's out ruining. I guess he was busy ruining Thor.
It wasn't great.
No, it was bad actually. But yeah, by the fourth episode, I kind of realized that they were leading up to the Ahsoka show, which looks like they got some Jedis in there.
It looks good. I mean,
I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
It's the show that if you haven't watched Rebels, you're going to be lost. Apparently.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to be lost because that is some like.
I'm not watching fucking the 16 seasons of the Clone Wars and the 4 or 5 seasons of Rebels and then the 3 seasons of Resistance, and I watched the Bad Batch because it's
I like the
Visions
Visions thing.
The first season was really good. No, if you're gonna watch one-off thing, watch Tales of the Jedi because it's got like some pertinent story shit. Like,
didn't they throw some Mace Windu in there?
No, Dooku.
No Windu?
No Windu. No. Qui-Gon.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've watched it twice. Yeah.
Mace Windu. Purple lightsaber.
Oh, Mace Windu. No, he's not in it.
Yes.
It's the same animation style of Clone Wars and Bad Batch and all that, but no, it basically tells it's 6 episodes and they're all like under 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of time. Although I will say, speaking of not having time, but I'll probably watch it anyway. They dumped the back half of the final season of Titans like the other day.
Oh.
I'm hopeful that like something weird like Lex Luthor will get resurrected, because otherwise, why do they fucking waste what's his name?
Did they kill him?
You didn't watch it?
No.
Good. They killed him.
No, I stopped watching like halfway through, like when Dove left.
Yeah, you made the right call.
I lasted like 2 episodes after that.
I'm telling you, the Hawk and Dove stuff was a better show inside of that show.
Also, the introduction of Superboy was probably the best episode of the show.
They did some great. I would counter that I think the Hawk and Dove one is the best one, like the one on their background, and him just getting beat to shit trying to be a superhero.
Yeah,
but
yeah, they did some good stuff. Once they dumped the dead weight of the girl who was playing Raven, it was like it wasn't her fault. She was a literal child when.
I will say the one who played Wonder Girl with Donna.
Oh yeah, who they also killed.
Yeah, and I thought she was fucking.
She was great. They kept killing the best people on the show.
They did.
But Alan Richardson had to go do Reacher and be in a good show.
He did. I think the guy playing Nightwing is really good.
Yeah, Brenton Thwaites.
Yeah, who is English but does a great American accent.
Yep. Yep. They're taking
Yeah.
our jobs.
God damn it! Spoiler alert. Well, I think I have to wrap.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything
Yeah.
in closing about the Confederacy?
No. I mean, I don't care that the Mandalorian is kind of cheesy because if you want good Star Wars, like this is Star Wars nostalgia dripping Star Wars for the chuds who complained about the Last Jedi and everything, and also it's for babies. Like Star Wars is for babies. But if you want actual good Star Wars, watch Andor because that's good.
Season 2 is coming, and they have said that
Yeah.
it will end going directly
Yeah, I know. That's why I was excited about
into the
show.
Bad Batch. You thought you knew what I was going to say,
Yeah.
but you didn't. No, I thought Rogue One was the only good movie out of all the things they did.
Except
I
for Last
thought,
Jedi.
well, yeah, Last Jedi was really good.
Yeah.
There were
No,
things.
those are the two good ones.
Yeah, a lot of them. There are things I like about them, and then why are they riding like furry ponies for no reason on a nice, just like
do you
outside
mean
of a casino?
The Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Or
they-
do you mean The Last
didn't the
Jedi?
casino thing happen in what's that?
That's in The Last Jedi, yes. That is
Yeah,
what
like
I
that was
yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, but again, Star Wars is for babies, and the Skywalker saga has to have the baby stuff for babies.
That's true. I
Like
will
you
say,
know, you have to follow up Empire Strikes Back with a Return of the Jedi with all those fucking Ewoks. Like you
I
kind
can't
of
argue with that. I liked Return of the Jedi.
Return of the
That's
Jedi is quite good.
It's a good movie. It makes
I think
sense.
that for me, I think it's like Empire. Then I think it may be A New Hope and Last Jedi are tied for me, and
Wow.
then Return of the Jedi, and then the rest of them. You just put the
Then
rest
there's a
of
bunch of other shit.
them. Yeah, you just put the rest of them.
No, I thought Rogue One.
Oh, and Rogue One. Rogue One is up
Rogue-
there too, and then
Rogue
the rest.
One was a really good, unlike a lot of them, a really good, interesting way into
Yeah.
things that had already happened, and not just the fact that Darth Vader's in it.
Right.
You know,
Right. I mean, it was because look at the Kenobi show. Darth Vader was in that. And granted, those were cool parts.
that had a couple of moments in it.
The fight at the end was awesome, I think, where his helmet was like all
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up and,
Well,
and
they
like
had,
the voice
there are
was
a couple of there are a couple of beautiful moments in Kenobi, and one of them is, and it's not just a scene. There's an actual arc of him coming back to the Force, and as he comes back to it, he remembers who he was and what he can do. Not just with the Force, but
Yeah.
lightsaber and all of it.
But then-
like his fighting style becomes more confident and improves.
Yes. And then he
Yeah.
does the thing with the point.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
the
no,
point.
It was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the problem with that is a lot of those story beats, including like a major set piece where
Mm-hmm.
he has to break into the Fortress Inquisitorius
Mm-hmm.
with the Inquisitors and like break someone out. That happened in a Star Wars game that came out in 2019.
Did it really?
Called what is it? Jedi Fallen Order.
I've heard really good things about that game.
It's
Like,
incredible.
I'm not a game
It-
person, but I've heard great
it's the
things.
best before Andor.
Uh-huh.
It's the best new Star Wars that's come out, and it's in canon, and it's starring the kid who played the Joker on Gotham.
I didn't see it.
You're good. You're good.
I did read there was a Ed Brubaker did a great series that inspired that. I think it's just called Gotham PD.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great comic series.
and now they're making. I hear they were gonna make that show, but I think that's turned into the Penguin show.
Or is it Gotham Knights?
No, that's a different thing. That's an entirely different thing.
I saw the preview for the Penguin show. Looks
Yeah,
quite
the
good.
little featurette that they did. Yeah, it looks
Looks
fucking great. I mean,
quite
it looks like
good.
the Batman. It looks like more of the Batman which I think was
I'll
the
take.
best superhero thing that came out last year.
It was real good.
Not The Boys is always The Boys is always the best superhero thing that comes out
Boys
in
was
whatever year it comes out.
I can't believe
How good it
they
is.
went that hard into the paint.
Yeah.
Like they went so hard.
So season 2, and I'm gonna let you go. Season 2, how it ends, what they do with Stormfront, and how they made her this social media sort of 4chan poster lady, and then the way they kill Becca at the end of the goddamn season, which like I do not like it. Like that
You're not
was
supposed to like
well. That was
it.
that's how you know it's a really good show. Where like I've watched that, not that specific, not just that, but like I've watched through the whole thing at least the first 2 seasons, upwards of 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
And every time I get there, I'm like, fuck, man. I really don't. It's
I
not
felt
like
really
like,
bad about. You
like
felt
in-
really bad about pleasuring yourself to it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, like I'm like, can I stay hard the whole time?
Turns
And-
out, yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Turns out, yeah, I can.
All 3
I'm
times.
fine, yeah,
Uh-huh,
I'm
yeah.
good, I'm good. Yeah, man. I mean, just they kill her off, but she also had to go do another show. That's why she couldn't.
Oh, is that why they killed her?
Yeah, she had to do this space show, for all mankind,
Okay.
where the Russians get to the moon first.
Now, is Giancarlo dead on that show now?
No,
Okay.
no, he just got fired.
Okay. The weird thing
Homelander
about
got him fired,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Bitch, you don't even fucking know what you're getting into. I have a pension plan. You now have responsibility." And then it was just, then Homelander makes the Deep eat an octopus.
yeah, that was
That
some
was
weird
also
shit.
fucked up.
The weird thing is, like, they can't, like, in the comic, spoilers. Did you ever read the comic?
Nah, and I'm never going to.
Don't do it. It's not nearly as good as the movie. They did so much better of a job with the
Yeah,
idea.
and I hear it's one of those things. It's a Garth Ennis thing that also Mark Miller falls into sometimes, where it's just crass
Yeah.
for the sake of crassness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just not.
The
I'm not into
problem
that.
with it is, in the comic book, eventually, they defeat him, but they
yeah.
got rid of the character who defeats him. It's not the Deep. Who's the guy who
Black
saw the
Noir.
cartoon? What's that?
Noir.
Yes.
Because Noir in the comic is a clone of Homelander.
So you've
That's why
read
you never
about
see
the
his
comic
face.
without having read the comic.
Yeah. Well, I listen to podcasts and they talk about this shit,
Podcasts are not to be listened to. But yeah, he was just something else entirely, and the fact that nobody, like, the only way they're gonna beat him is if they turn his kid.
Yeah, or if like, I don't know, Newman could do it. Not Wayne Knight. I mean, Victoria Newman, the congresswoman, the AOC analog.
Oh, the head sploogey one.
Yeah. The split.
Yeah.
The lady McSploogey.
Yeah, but
Stan Edgar's adopted daughter. I mean,
Don't
that
you
would
remember
make
them?
sense,
Right. But don't you remember them talking to each other? And he's like, "Please, you can't splooge my head."
But she makes his nose bleed.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. Also, Maeve stabs a pin in his ear,
Right.
and that seems to disorient him. There's a way to kill this motherfucker,
Yeah, but the
and
problem
it doesn't
is,
have to just be with Soldier Boy.
But
I
he's
don't
going to be there. He is protected the way Batman is protected, by plot armor.
Well, but now he's protected by like public opinion. He's got like Trump armor. That's what he has now.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
ascended, because you remember how the fucking the season ends. It's with a protester throwing like a juice or something at Homelander,
and he
but it
kills
hits
him.
Ryan. And then he's like, "Hey, what did you threw this at my kid?" And then he fucking lasers his fucking face off. And then and then MM's wife's or ex-wife's new husband guy starts cheering, and then the whole crowd starts cheering,
Right.
and then Ryan cracks that little smile, which is some of the best child acting I've seen in
Yeah.
a very long time.
The guy playing Homelander, I don't know how he hasn't won all the awards.
Man, he's so good. That show, like, I think it's because they're superheroes and because it's rude.
And it is.
It is both of those things. But man, like the political fucking commentary
Oh, yeah.
that it has.
No
It's
question.
and it's not like a woke sort of thing, like how an ABC show will be like Girl Boss o'clock. Check in for the Girl Boss Power Hour. That sort of corporate, it doesn't smack of that corporate shit, and I think that's something that like Seth Rogen, because he's also doing
Oh, yeah.
Invincible. So and he did Preacher as well. He has his hands he has his fingers in a lot of pies.
He likes good weird.
He
Yeah,
likes
does.
good weird comic books, and I think he makes sure that the adaptation is
He's
faithful.
doing the good work. He absolutely is. And on that
the
note,
Lord's work.
I gotta go pee.
Okay, well, you know what they say.
Good night.
Good night. Bye, everybody. Bye.